All right, hopefully you got some value out of this. The last thing we want to do before we wrap today is share something we like to call the Whissel Widget of the week. This is something we're utilizing in our business that helps us save time, make more money, or just have more fun. What do you got for us today, Bryan?
So again, I'm going to go back to another keyboard shortcut. I am a Windows user. I saw you do this on your Mac, and I was blown away. I was using emojipedia.com, and that was how I was finding my emojis on my computer. That was fine, but I have to go to another website and search, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. I saw Kyle do it with some sort of keyboard shortcut on his Mac. I don't know what it was. But then I learned on PC, it's Windows and the period button. If you do that, it will bring up a small emoji pop-up. You can start typing thanks or thumbs up, and it'll filter it for you. And now I am able to use emojis on my computer with ease, with literally press of 2 buttons. So that's mine. It's Windows period on the Windows PC. Kyle, what is it on the Mac?
Command Shift Spacebar, I think.
Oh, Windows is way easier.
I think. I don't even remember, to be honest with you.
Do you use it anymore?
Yeah, I use it all the time. It's like I don't even think.
It's your fingers use it, not your.
Yeah,
not your
I'm not even thinking.
All right,
it just happens.
let's Tom, can we figure that out later, and we'll just put it up on the screen? Cool.
What was I going to share? I forgot.
The new.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
For those of you that are on an iPhone, you've had this little red bubble sitting in your settings for a while now, and it's iOS 14. And iOS 14 is badass. Okay. There's a lot of things. There's like widgets and all this stuff, but I want to focus on what it adds for iMessage, because this, I think, is the most valuable part of what they added in iOS 14. So there are 3 key features. 2 of them make it very similar to Facebook Messenger. And then the third thing makes it really easy to make sure you don't forget about conversations. So number 1 and 2 that are kind of something I think they took from Facebook Messenger is you end up in these group threads. I got one thread right now that's, I think, 30 people is the max. We have 30 people in this group. There ends up being so many conversations that are happening, it's hard to keep track of things sometimes. So what's really cool is you can now reply to a specific message within a text thread. So you could go back to where Mary said, yeah, I do want to come to the event. Are there any rooms available? And I could go and long press on her message and then hit the reply button and say, hey, yeah, Mary, the master bedroom is still available. It's $1,000. Do you want it? And now
Master bedroom is not available.
Master bedroom's not. It's always the first room to go. Fun fact. And now I can reply specifically to her message. So now when I post my reply, it'll show the message above that I'm replying to. So it makes it clear. So when you're in a text thread, it doesn't get lost. And people are like, what the hell are you talking about? Because you're responding to something that was sent like 2 hours ago, and there's been 36 messages since then. So that reply feature is really cool. Another one allows you to tag people now. So if you just, let's say Bryan, Thomas, and I are in a text thread together, I could go in there and hit the @ symbol and type BRYAN, and it'll pull Bryan's name up, and I can tap on that. And what it'll do is send an extra notification to Bryan, letting him know that he was tagged in that text conversation to make sure that he gets alerted of it. So I love both of those features. Those exist in Facebook Messenger. Now they exist in your iMessage, which is a really nice plus. And then the third one, and the one I think is the most valuable, I typically send and receive about 10,000 text messages a month. It's very, very easy to open a text message and forget about it and say like, oh, I'm gonna come back to that one later and just not do it. So now when you're in your iMessage, you could just swipe over to the right, and there will be an option to pin. And now you could pin up to 9 conversations at the top. So what I like to do is, as I'm having conversations, if I open a text and I don't have time to respond to it right then and there, I'll pin that to the top. That reminds me, hey, that's almost like a to-do list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are or star, right? Like star messages in Gmail that are important that I got to come back to later. So I'll just pin that to the top. And that reminds me, oh, I got to go back and hit all these pinned messages at the top, and I don't forget about anything. So it stops things from slipping through the cracks. So now that little red bubble that's been sitting in your settings for the last 2 weeks, like, click it and upgrade to iOS 14. It's badass.
Yes.
Yes. Cool. Well, hopefully you guys got value out of this today. If you have questions you want to have us answer on a future episode of the show, you can always go to thewhisselway.com. You You can submit your questions on there. You can join our Facebook group and find out about things we're working on in the office. Subscribe to the podcast, the YouTube channel. Again, make sure to give us a thumbs up on YouTube, subscribe on there, and give us a review on iTunes. We really appreciate that stuff. It helps us a ton. You can join our referral network and find out about upcoming events like our Media Mayor Mastermind, which is a 16-hour course going super deep into video. Again, that's on thewhisselway.com. Just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode of the Whissel Way podcast.
Talk to you soon.
Wait. Before you leave, I want to share some more tips and tricks that we're using in our business to take it to that next level. Just click right here. And don't forget to subscribe. Click right here.